Rise and shine, besties. It is literally 4:45 in the morning, and I thought that it would be a good idea to do a leg day. So we are getting into it today. Honestly, I love working out in the morning. I love it being the first thing that I do every single day. I just feel productive. I feel like it sets myself up for success for the rest of the day. Now, would I pick 4:45 in the morning if I had a choice? No, probably not. I would probably go like 6:30, 7 a.m., let myself sleep in a little bit. But right now, as a working mom, this is honestly just the best time that I have to work out. It gives me the opportunity to work out before I work 6 to noon, and then I come home and I get to enjoy the rest of the day with AJ. Right now, I've kind of been playing around with what I want my workout split to be. And moving into the new year, I am honestly not really sure what I want it to look like. For the longest time, I did a push, pull, and 2 leg days, one more quad focused and one more glute and hamstring focused. And then for a while, I decided to do 2 full body days and an upper and a lower body day. And although I really, really like that style of workout and I really enjoyed those full body days because they were really athletic, they really made me push myself in a new and different way than I am used to. I really did miss splitting up my upper body days into push and pull days. And so for a little bit, I was doing a push, pull, leg, and full body day. And I do really like it. But then at the same time, I just feel like I do not equally hit quads and glutes when I'm only doing one leg day every single week. So I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm kind of still playing around with what I want my workout split to look like in 2024. I feel like it's going to be a trial and error. I feel like I'm going to try out a bunch of different things. I do hope that I can eventually start to incorporate a 5th day back in. And if that's the case, that will most likely just be a full body day or a cardio strength type of day where I can do more athletic type movements that I really, really do enjoy. But I really do enjoy the 2 upper and 2 lower body day splits. I feel like my body responds really well to it and I just feel really good doing it. But like I said to you guys, I am working out at 4 a.m. most days. And so what also has to play a factor is time and giving myself pretty much needing to be able to get a good workout in 45 minutes to an hour at the absolute most. And that is definitely possible, but it definitely is just something to consider when I am planning my workouts for the week. So I'm not going to lie, it's definitely still something I'm playing around with. I am not 100% sure what I am going to do yet, but I definitely know I want to get at least 4 days of working out in every single week. And then that 5th day, at least some cardio or maybe cardio strength, or maybe eventually it turns into a full body day. So I'm just trying to be really patient with myself and figure out what makes the most sense for me in this season of life going into 2024. But I'll keep you guys posted. I'm really not sure what I want to do. I might try a couple different things out and kind of just see what works best at this point.
You're like, no. You have to force yourself to do it the entire time. Full intentions when I started this video to make it a full day in the life as a working mom, and then I was a working mom yesterday and life kind of just got away from us, and I was up at 4 a.m. like you guys saw, went to the gym, got a workout in, I worked all day, and then by the time I got home we ran to Target afterwards. It was 1:30ish, and we kind of just spent time together. Honestly, was just enjoying time with just the 2 of us. And so that is the reality of being a working mom right now. I get up, I go to work, I work for the morning portion of the day, 3 days a 3 days a week. I work until noon, and then I come home and I'm in full mom mode, and I just want to be with him. We kind of almost went a full 24 hours without really seeing each other much because I dropped him off for work on Wednesday at my parents' house, and then I went to work and I worked at night, and I work at night on Wednesday, so I worked till 7. By the time I got home, he was already asleep. And then he slept through the night, and by the time I left at 4 a.m. yesterday morning, he was still asleep, which, like, amazing. It felt so nice to get a full night of rest, but man, I literally had not seen him in 24 hours, and this is all I wanted. Being together. That is literally all I wanted yesterday, and I just wanted to enjoy our presence and just to hold him and snuggle him and just spend time together. So it is now Friday. I am off today, so I threw in his laundry. We got so many clothes for Christmas for him, and so I was like taking all of the tags off of that when he fell asleep on the car ride home from lunch. Like, I literally kept him in the car seat. Like, if you're a parent, you know that transfer from the car seat to the crib or the crib to the car seat, that's like a miracle if you can get them to stay asleep. So I was like, you know what? He is asleep. I'm going to let him stay asleep for right now in the car seat. And while he did it, I am going to take the tags off of these clothes and start some laundry, which is what we did. I feel like overall, working as a mom has been such a roller coaster for me because, like, I love my job. I love what I do. I love working. I love my clients. I love training. I really am so fulfilled by my job. But at the same time, I am so fulfilled by this. I love being a mom. I love spending time with him. I love spending as many moments of every single day as I can with him. And so it can be hard because I work all day and then I come home and I'm tired from being at work all day, but your job isn't ever really over because then you're straight into mom mode and you are taking care of him and feeding him and rocking him to sleep, and it's the most amazing thing in the entire world. But that means by like 7 o'clock when we put him to sleep for the night, I am absolutely exhausted and ready to call it a night. And so I feel like it has been challenging at times to find a balance between all of the things and wanting to give 100% everywhere, because like at the end of the day, like, this is my priority right now. Like, being his mom is my priority. As much as I love my job, this is where my heart is. This is my priority at the moment. And so they're very, very long days, especially right now because I am working out for the most part at 4:30, 3 out of the 5 days that I am working. So by the end of the day, I have been up for like 15 hours by the time he goes to sleep, and so I'm just kind of ready to call it a night, and I am definitely a little tired, but I really like wouldn't change it for the world. I love both. I feel like I'm so fortunate for my job right now that I am getting out 3 days at noon, so I do, even though that means I do have to get up early to get a workout in, it means I have the rest of the day with him, and I wouldn't change that for the world because I'm so grateful that we have this time to like play together and that I can like feed him and rock him and like see a lot of really exciting moments for him. Like, I'm glad that I'm not missing a lot of those because I'm working. So it's definitely like a balance. I definitely still think like 7 months in, like, there are good days and bad days with it, where some days I feel like I'm just so on top of it and I can balance it so well, and then some days I just like really feel like I am struggling to take 3 seconds for myself, and by the end of the day I am just absolutely like exhausted and fatigued and burnt out, and I know that just will all come with time, and that some days are just going to be better than others in terms of all of that. We have been nailing the like belly scoot for a little bit, and it's like literally yesterday out of nowhere he started moving his hands, like actually crawling, and it is the craziest thing in the entire world to see your little baby grow and develop into like a little person. Like, look at him. You are a little person now. He wants my chai. That's his focus at the moment. Okay. Thank you. I am typically not a like New Year's resolution person where like I set these big resolutions for the full year, like in 2024 I want to achieve X, Y, and Z, because I just feel like it sets myself up with like unrealistic expectations, or it's like too big of goals for myself, that I just feel like I'm like setting myself up for failure, that I'm like, okay, by the end of the year I want to achieve this big thing, and then I'm like, okay, well, what are my actionable steps to actually like do that? Like I just feel like by mid-year, like I kind of get lost in what I actually want to accomplish, so I typically just don't really set them, to be honest with you. But what I think I have decided going into 2024 is that I am going to do like weekly or monthly goals for myself instead of like a full year goal or resolution. I think I'm going to set like 4 or 5 things that every single week or every single month I want to accomplish, and that way every single day I can check off those like 4 or 5 actionable items that I have done every single day, that maybe long term will work up to a bigger goal, but they're just things that I feel like I've actually accomplished. So my goal over the next couple of days is to finalize what I want those 4 or 5 things to be for the month of January and maybe February, and then once I do, in my next vlog I will share them with you guys, and that way it keeps me accountable, but also it's something that maybe we can do together. So I encourage you guys, if you kind of feel like you are stuck, or you kind of feel like you don't know what to do to like set your intentions for 2024, to maybe just do like small attainable goals that you can achieve every single day. Maybe you can keep track of them in like a planner or in a notebook or something like that, or on a whiteboard, and every single day we can check them off together. Just small things that maybe work towards the bigger goal, or maybe they don't. They're just things that you want to start prioritizing more each and every day. I feel like that's kind of like tricking my brain into doing New Year's resolutions without saying like, in 2024 I'm going to accomplish X, Y, and Z, because then I kind of look back on the year and I just feel like mad or disappointed in myself if I don't do that big thing that I set my intention for. But if I set like actionable, actual, like realistic, attainable goals for myself for every week or every month, I feel like I'll just be more proud of myself, and also I feel like I'll be able to actually achieve that goal little bit by little bit, if that makes sense. Like I said before, 2023 has been such a like transformative year for me, and so I feel like my goals for 2024 have to reflect that, and I feel like I had no idea the person that I was going to be coming into 2024 when I started 2023, so that's why I feel like little smaller goals might be better at this phase in life. I don't know, it's something that I just want to try out moving into the new year. If I love it, I'll stick with it month over month, and if not, what's the harm in doing it for like January and maybe February, you know? But it's maybe something that we could all do together and kind of just like help keep each other accountable. If I say it out loud and I show you, I'm more likely to stick with it. But with that being said, I am going to wrap up the video here. I hope you guys like this video. If you do, please make sure you go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. You already know it supports my channel. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification so you don't miss another video that I post. If you haven't already, make sure you follow me on my Instagram and TikTok so you can see all the personal and lifestyle content I post on there. I'll catch you guys here next time, and I'll see you guys in 2024. Happy New Year, besties.